Hey, hey, I just got in from dinner tonight, was doing absolutely nothing. I tried channel surfing, didn't see anything on, and thought, I'll pop on YouTube and see what's going on. I haven't uploaded in about a week or so. Been kind of sick back and forth, but I'm feeling better now, getting out and about, and I'm ready to get back into a routine. I'm ready to be nosy, see what the world is doing. So here we are. What are y'all doing? Y'all have probably gone to bed. I know here in KC it's what about 9:30. So in other places it's much later and all the things, but whatevs, we are here. Just popping on a few seconds ago. I see a couple of people joining in. Please feel free to chat. I'm being nosy and asking, what are y'all up to? As for me, just got back from dinner. Dinner was meh, you know. Um, the company, though, was good company. Went out, had a little date, and the meal and the date, the company, the conversation, it was fun and entertaining. It kind of felt friendly, though. I don't know that it felt romantic or any of that. Maybe that's why I'm getting on now, looking for some friends on YouTube. So, but it was cool. I won't complain about that. Getting ready for Christmas. I've already put up my tree, as you can see, sprinkled just a couple of decorations. I'm sitting in my living room and facing my kitchen. So I sprinkled just a few decorations around my kitchen. Nothing too major. You know how some people have a Christmas tree in every room, and she's not that girl. We got exactly one tree and then a couple other things. Oh my God. Dale Young, I can't even see your name without, without laughing. And you know what I'm laughing about? I'm still laughing about the line. Girl, for anyone watching who doesn't know, I was doing a cooking video. I think I was cooking a Mexican dish that night. Yeah. And I was using my little lime press thing, and I was using it completely backwards. And Dale was like, "Hey, if you switch it the right way, you might get a little more." It was so polite. It was sweet. It was all the things. But ever since then, I have been tickled pink about that. And my girlfriend and her mother, we all were using it wrong. So we've all laughed about that. But hello, how are you tonight? And what are you up to? What time is it? Where you are, and all that stuff. Yeah, I promise I cannot think about that without laughing. So y'all just laughing at me too. She said she and her husband were laughing, but it was funny. Life is funny. I feel so bad for people who take life so doggone seriously and they get mad when people laugh at little things that they do. That's bananas. That'll never be me. I'm so thankful for that. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, the lime, it was a mess. Oh, you didn't know that either. Okay, well, thank you, Linda. And then, you know what? Honestly, though, several people said the same thing that they did not know. So I've been juicing. I went to Sam's Club, picked up a watermelon, and I juiced it. I put a little ginger in it, and I put lime in there. Please believe I went and got my same old crankety crank one and squeezed that. Because I don't know if it's muscle memory or what, but I still cannot squeeze correctly all the juice out of that. So I ain't meant to be bougie. I'm not. I'll keep it the same old way. But I tell you what, that was a nice comment, a nice correction, all of that. But oh my gosh, the backlash that I have gotten. I did a video when I was setting my hair, and I talked about some experiences and some stuff that I've seen in college. I don't even know that I can call it backlash. I just flat out disagreed with some of the things that were said because one person commented that I forgot how I phrased it, but I was just explaining that when I was in college, I knew an experience of a young lady who had had something to drink, and then she went up to a room with one boy that she wanted to have a time with, and she ended up being coerced in some more stuff. A few people commented, and some of the names were ladies' names, but they commented that, that's kind of part of the course when you're out drinking. What? No, 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 that is not. That to me, you get a dry mouth, you get a headache, a hangover. You might get nauseous. But to me, SA is not a symptom of drinking. It's not a side effect or any of that. It's not an expectation. I was just really disappointed, especially when there were women that said that. Let me see. We were sitting watching the news, keeping warm, having a slice of cheesecake. Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah. Is it cold where you are? Because it's a little bit nippy here, but it's not terrible. But yeah, back to that comment. I think I was probably more disappointed that even women kind of said, "Yeah, when you're drinking, yeah, that can happen." I've known plenty of men who have been drinking, and I don't think they had a care in the world or a thought in the world that that could happen to them. Not by a woman, not by a man. To me, it's just a deviant person who would do something like that, and to blame the person who to whom that was done, that's just that was off and awful to me, and I could not wait to take those comments out. Like sometimes I'll respond and I'll say something and then I take it off. No, that was just immediate no, immediate delete. That I just think that's a terrible thing. I hate that our society is coming to that. Like we're really blaming women, and I know that there's always been this boys will be boys kind of mentality, but no, no, that's a deviant type of thing. I just couldn't stand that. But anywho, a little rain has fallen and put a chill in the air. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that. I like that for fall. I love that cozy up effect, whether you're with someone or by yourself. So that's good. You got your little boo to cuddle up with. I'm not mad at that deal. I'm not mad at all. Uh, yeah, I can't say I'm on a boo hunt. I don't. I'm not there yet. I'm still going out. I'm having fun, but I'm not on a boo hunt. So far, it is dry and chilly here. My nose has been dry. My hair has been getting drier and all the things. So I put a little extra moisturizer on it. But that's been the weather here. I saw where there's been snow in some places already. Too soon, too soon. I like fall, but I don't like winter. So I'll take the leaves falling, I'll take the rain, I'll take all of that, but you can keep that snow. Kansas City can get brutal at times. So nothing like Chicago. I was walking down the Chicago street, piece of wind hit me, and I felt on my face. My friend was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I know something cut me. Am I bleeding? Is it bleeding right there? Is it bleeding?" It was just the wind. When they say that wind cuts, they're not lying. They ain't lying a bit. But anyhow, that is all I've been up to. So Dell is hanging and chilling, watching TV. I did go channel surfing. Like I said, I came back from dinner and surfed a few channels. I didn't see anything happening on there. So I don't know. Figured I'd come on and see what's going on out here and have a little drinky drink, a little glass of wine. I did put my tree up. I'm gonna angle this up. I'm not a fan of the angel. When I got it, the picture on the box just had the light, but it turns out that it's like a rainbow light. Like right now it's blue, then it turns purple, then it turns green. I don't like all that so much. So we I mean, but she's a little black angel, which was so funny. I also decorated my classroom, and one of the teachers came in and she was like, "Oh, you got black Santa Claus." And I looked at her, I was like, that don't sound funny to you at all, huh? So ever since then I've been saying black angel, but I've always just said angel or I've just said Santa Claus because I guess because I am black. So it's always been black. Before they would sell them, I would use a marker. My daughter laughs at me about this to this day, but they haven't always been family friendly. They've been very specific friendly, but not family. Families look different. And I would color little things for her to make it more reflective of her. I was just always that parent, and now she's like, I don't have to do that. But yeah, my decorations are not a ton. You can see the angel kind of behind me over there. I've got a stocking. No, I guess you can't see the stocking. Yep, there we go, my stocking. And if I put my drink down, I could probably move around the kitchen and show what I've got here. We're gonna walk right past the bar. I've got my Santa. Can you all see that? If I move my wine, this is the wine I'm drinking tonight. My little bit I got from Costco. So there's my little Santa, and
our little Christmas mugs. And those mugs will come in handy because in my move, I accidentally broke my mugs that I usually drink out of. Then I've got this little section here. I put a couple of glasses over there and my ring. That is it for my Christmas decorations. Let's put that down. And then there's my living room. Not a whole lot. In some roses. I switched my roses to red around this time of year. Don't mind the dishes. Ignore the dishes. I got my big old mason jar there that I've been juicing. I've been juicing my melon juice and drinking that pretty well. Okay, everything is a mess now. But anywho, that's just a brief tour of what I've done. I put up my tree and it was kind of funny because my granddaughter came and I hadn't even thought about it. My tree is up here, hers isn't up at home. And she was like, Mimi, it's Christmas already. And you could tell by the judgmental tone in her voice, she had some things to tell her parents. And I was like, no, Mimi just did it early. It's not that big a deal. Called my daughter, girl, y'all got to put up y'all's tree. Y'all need to hurry up. But unfortunately, she wasn't feeling very well, so they didn't get to put their tree up just yet. Thank you so much, Linda. It's kind of plain to me, in my opinion, but I don't like a whole lot of stuff. I like to see it. Like when other people do it, I'm like, oh, that's cute. I love that. I've seen people, they have shelves of stuff. They decorate their cabinets. They put the ribbons and all of that on there. I'm like, oh, that's nice. It's a little bit much for me. I don't. Maybe when my daughter was young, we used to have all the colors. It would be red and green and blue and yellow and whatever she decided to put on the tree. But now it's just me. I'm kind of like golden burgundy. That's enough. And I like butterflies. So, of course, I put maybe about half a dozen butterflies on there. That's about it for me. I can't do a whole lot. And then I wanted to buy some Christmas pajamas, but I didn't see any on Amazon. So I ended up getting this kimono, and I like it. I haven't had a kimono in years. I did tie it in the back, just for a little free movement because I'm not going to really tie it around myself. But that's about it. You know how people have the cute pajamas and all? I didn't even get that. I'm feeling kind of bah humbug or something. I don't know what's wrong with me. I love Christmas, but I do respect that there are a lot of people who feel, I don't want to call it holiday depression, just maybe I'm going to say holiday blues. So I have a lot of respect for that. I don't think I've shared the timing, but my dad passed away in December, and it was so strange how it happened. Well, not strange how it happened. We were aware he was sick. He had terminal cancer, but it was around Thanksgiving time, maybe a few days before Thanksgiving. My family was talking about we should get together and celebrate Thanksgiving. And we were like, what? Especially me. We're not a family, like we've just not been a family who celebrated Thanksgiving since my grandmother passed in the 90s. Or did she pass in the 80s? It's been so long. Like that's how long ago that we did it. And even then we were like, we got to do this. But it resurfaced. Here it is, 2000 some odd, and they were talking about celebrating Thanksgiving. I was like, yeah, we don't really celebrate. Okay, they talked us into it. We all ended up bringing in food, and as it turned out, that was my dad's last holiday. He did not make it until Christmas. So I understand some of the holiday blues. Not only that, but immediately after in January, I lost an aunt, which was his sister. And I kid you not, every single calendar year thereafter, I would lose another five in the family. And then when I ran out of aunts and uncles, cruelty came again, and I lost a cousin. And no one in their 40s should go to sleep and not wake up. That was insane. So I get holiday blues, but I mean, well, let me say I understand holiday blues. I personally don't get it. Like it happened at a certain time frame. I'm blessed that it doesn't happen specifically to me. But I do respect that that happens for a lot of people, and it's a difficult thing. So part of me is just being nosy, wondering what are people up to. Another part is like, really, how are you doing? How's everyone out there doing? I'm kind of curious about that as well. And on that note, let's take a sip. Ooh, somebody came for me the last time I had a live because I tend to touch my glass where I shouldn't. I know I should touch it on the stem, but actually on that last one, I had a stemless wine glass. So yeah, I grabbed it and I have lotion on my hands. Oh yeah, my glass got dirty looking. But that's that. How many of you out there actually celebrate Thanksgiving? Is it? I don't know that it's the biggest holiday. And then what I've been hearing about turkeys, how many of y'all eat turkeys when y'all celebrate? Have y'all heard about the turkeys? I won't mention it and I won't discuss it. I have read the titles and that was enough. Like I don't want to sit through and see all of that because some stuff is just hard to believe. Hey, hey, I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, Anastasia, I like that name. Hello, hello. Where are you from? I'm wondering. Oh, Friendsgiving I like even better than Thanksgiving. Because there's a lot of pressure. Like sometimes people are not just disappointed in the holiday itself, but some people try to force a thing that should not be forced. Like just because your family don't mean to get along. And you hear all kinds of stuff of big old family fights and people falling out. It's crazy. Friendsgiving is good. You get to choose those people. Your apologies for what? You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You know what? I assume when people say that they haven't gotten to know me yet. A lot of people named Kimberly go by Kim. I appreciate that you went back and checked on it because some people are like, "Hey, it is what it is. That's what I feel like." Believe it or not, those aren't people I really talk to though. But anywho, yeah, so I my family has gone back to not really celebrating Thanksgiving. That's kind of weird. Well, there is a sector of cousins that do celebrate it, and I've gotten like a last minute invite. To me, a last minute invite is very much like a backhand compliment, or it has that same kind of feel to it. Someone was talking about, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're going to celebrate Thanksgiving. You're welcome to come." No, if you knew you were going to do it in November, you could ask me in October, September, or something like. Don't ask me in November about November. You've been planning it, so and that's fine. You know what I mean? Just again, because you're family doesn't mean you're that close. So I appreciate Friendsgiving. Oh, okay, from Michigan. Hey, hey. I went to Detroit. Dang, I think I went to Detroit one time around. I'm gonna make it June. I swear, I think it was June. And I was shocked at how cold it was. So yeah, woof. Water makes a difference. We don't have a lot here, but it still gets kind of cold. But anywho, I am not good at lives. I see so many people going on live and they just chat it up. I'm working on it. I'm trying. The 313 is very chilly. Okay, yes, it is. Yes, and dedicated because I feel like everyone just about had on a Michigan, the college shirt or jersey or jackets and coats, whatever the one is that's blue. I'm not sure which college that is. They had that. I didn't see Detroit Lions stuff on, but I guess back then it wasn't as popular. It's a good team now, so in that gear right about now. I put it down, I pick it up. What are y'all out there drinking? Just water? That's your alma mater? I'm not surprised. Everybody and their cousin seem to go to that college. I was like, dang, in-state tuition must be low. Nobody thinks about going out of state and traveling. Okay, that's. I'm not mad. I stayed in state too. Had my reasons. It was not my druther, but I stayed in state. So that's what's going on with me. I'm nervous again. I don't know why. Anywho, my lives tend to pick up later once I've released it, so we'll see. I'm thankful that it's a smaller, smaller group of people. I don't know how people do the lives. Like I've been, I don't mean been in lives. I mean to say I've commented on people's lives. Yeah. Okay, so I've been in lives in that sense, and I've sent a comment, and you'll just see that thing flying up. I'm like, I don't know how y'all read it, how you keep up with it. You'll see them struggling to bring it back down. Bless their hearts. Yeah, it was a lot of losses. Ooh, you're cooking turkey parts and all of the trimmings, but I picked that time of the year. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That's how it should be. Please discuss my views on dating in 50s. I say do it. I say go out there and live. Hey, beautiful. So happy to get you live. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, dating in the 50s, I will say this. When I initially got divorced, I was like, oh, thank God, I'm out here dating in these dating streets, but at least I'm dating mature men. I'm dating men who are done playing games and they're done with the foolery. And yeah, I'm just gonna put my glasses back on for that. We back in the blue. Well, thank you. I did just recently cut it, but yeah, it's a lot to get used to, and I should have had a clue because honestly, my marriage kind of ended on a note that was indicative of what was to come in terms of dating. Like there is a lot of misinformation. I don't know if you saw it earlier. Well, I call it misinformation because I don't agree with it. So, I mean, you don't have to agree with me if you don't mind being wrong. But no, I'm kidding. I call it misinformation because I just feel like there's this pitting of men against women. And I don't think people understand it's not supposed to be that way. We're supposed to really complement each other. There's a reason some have an outie, some have an innie. Some are hard, some are soft. Like I think these parts are supposed to, and I don't mean just those parts. Forgive me if that's what it sounds like. But I just feel like those opposites are supposed to come together to complement. You know what I mean? And some of it's stereotypical in terms of masculine and feminine and all of that. But it just, yeah, dating in the 50s is interesting. I would not go back and you know what? I used to hear that when I was young, and I'd hear people say it, women say it, and I was like, they ain't lying, and the truth ain't in them. But I would not want to go back to being younger in these times, like all the Instagram models, the expectations, the conversations. It's very different. The cameras, the the all of it's so very different. Like it just every time I think, wow, okay, well, we've hit rock bottom on that. No, 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 no. There's a new bottom, and it just saddens me. I needed to turn around very quickly. Yeah, gender wars are in fact exhausting and confusing. Like I just really don't get it. It's crazy to me. But yeah, dating in the 50s, it's fun. It's fun in terms of I don't know. Sometimes you do meet people who are done with the game plan. That doesn't mean that necessarily you're compatible in other ways. Like tonight, I had a really good time. The dinner was not the bomb, but the conversation was good. It was fun, but I will say it felt more friendly for me, and it felt comfortable. Which I mean, who knows? The best relationships can start from a friendship, So the only thing is, I've not experienced that. Like usually when I delve into a romantic relationship with someone, it started off on a romantic note. It didn't really start off as, hey, we were buddy buddy for years and years, and then suddenly we looked at each other and the sky lit up. And no, we were like, hey, you kind of cute. You cute too. What's up? Here's my number. So we always knew. Let's see. I've not dated in 5 years, but I'm optimistic. That's what I'm saying. Stay optimistic. Don't fall into that pessimism. I don't get that. Would you consider long distance dating? Probably not, just because I've not done it and don't really know how that works. I've been betrayed up close and personal, so I don't think I want to set myself up for that. And that's not to say that by dating up close and personal again, it wouldn't happen again. This curl keeps curling in my ears, driving me nuts. Sorry about that. But yeah, long distance dating, I think relationships are already hard. So long distance dating, online dating, these are things that I just have not tried. But if I come to a point where, wow, I really want to settle down, I've kind of tried everything around here, maybe I'll be more open to that. I don't know. Yeah. Do you have experience with long distance dating? How's that gone for you? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, my heat is kicking on again. I wanted to turn it off. Anywho, let's see. Happy getting out and enjoying life. I really am. I I am enjoying life. I feel so bad for people who equate singlehood with loneliness. To me, you're not doing it right. Like I'm single and I'll get out in a heartbeat. But I also, when I was married, would get out and about more. I would even encourage my husband to maintain his friendships, which really doesn't have to happen a lot for men. Men are typically, and I know I might be stereotyping a little, but men are typically very good about maintaining their other relationships or their outside relationships. Sometimes they be maintaining relationships they hadn't ought to be maintaining, you know what I mean? But usually they're very good about that. Even in high school, I remember being in high school and you would see the boys, the athletes, the people, the whatever, they always did their things. But as soon as a girl got a boyfriend, it seemed like she kind of pulled away and would really delve into that relationship. Even if he was an athlete, she'd be right there watching him practice. I'm like, girl, while he's practicing and doing him, you could be, coming over here. But I've seen that pattern since early on. I've not lived that pattern since early on. You don't have experience either, but you're open to it. I like that. Thank you. These are my little Blu-ray glasses, and they really help with the glare because I've got a ton of lights on. I got a light beside me, living room and kitchen light on, lighting it up in here. I don't know. Can you see the blue? But I like them. I got them off of Amazon, in fact. So thank you. I think they make me look smart. So like I can all the problems of the world because I have on glasses. The lie. Let's see. Many girls and women, I agree, attach too quickly. And I don't know why. I almost think it's because there's this huge idea of, and they all live happily ever after, like the princess awaits for her prince. And we not waiting. We shouldn't be waiting. We should be out there living life and enjoying. And if he comes over and he likes the vibe and he fits into the vibe, then okay, cool. But if not, then okay, cool. Like it's not a thing that should be forced. And I've seen plenty of people forcing it. Bless their hearts. I've seen it even in marriages. And to be clear, I really, really like to see marriages succeed as long as both parties are happy and feeling good about it. That part I like. I was watching something here recently, and they were talking about men are capable of maintaining distance and detachment. They really are. They're smart about that to some degree because usually it takes a lot for a man to really start trusting. And I don't think they're wrong for that. I think that's kind of how it should be. Like I'm not distrustful up front, but I don't just automatically give you my trust. No, let's see how you do it. Let's give you a little bit here. How do you handle a little bit more if you handle that well? But what was I talking about? I forgot. Don't take but a little bit, and I'm off subject. But yeah, what was I talking about? I was talking about that trophy wife business. So there's been, I saw a clip of the video, and I'll be 100% honest. I have not watched the actual trophy wives video. So it came out, and then some days later, out comes a video about a niece. I can read the titles without watching the video. My job already puts me in a position where I see children who have had difficulties or who have been assaulted in ways. So it's just not something I can really stomach. And so once I got an idea from reading the title that that's what she was talking about, I was like, yeah, that's not something I'm going to watch or really get into. But then came the niece and all the others, and the Shera 7 should be ashamed of herself, and Blase Skippy, and so on. And I was kind of like, wow, it was as if people were just waiting for an opportunity to blame a woman for, see what happened. See, you was listening to Shera, and she got you in that trouble, and you see this because women are so bad. And I don't see it that way. I just don't. I don't believe in blaming the deviant behavior of someone, two, three, or many, on whoever they were deviant toward or whoever was beside them when they did that. I don't understand. To me, that gives off odd. It gives off just playing a blame game against women. It is. Let me just say it's odd. I'll leave it at that. But no, listening to Shira 7, the sprinkles, and all of that stuff, to me, that has been, and I might get backlash again for that, but I feel like that's been in response to what women have seen or experienced for a number of years. Because, like we were just saying, since high school, girls have been, I don't want to say clingy, but they have attached very quickly. They've been all about the men very quickly. And by and large, most part, they got played very quickly by men. So I think women, the 4B movement, and all of that stuff is starting to be a response to some of that. And I don't think there are as many women into the sprinkle sprinkle as there are men who are into playing women. I don't see that at all. Let me see what this says. Shera doesn't suggest having your children around men. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a very good point. See? See, we agree. But even if she did, shouldn't you have enough discernment to kind of be sure about that? Like I said, I don't immediately trust. I'm going to give you a little bit and a little bit, and that takes time. That takes, uh, discernment, as I mentioned already. But I think it's just so strange to me that people seem quick to blame women for things. I think there's enough blame to go both ways. She should have been, more cautious or whatever. She could have been more this or whatever. None of that really matters. Like it's kind of already happened. And what's the lesson that we can extract for ourselves? And what's the lesson that she can offer in that? Again, I didn't watch the video, but I'm guessing it's provided as a cautionary tale. And then I'm not knowing whether or not that was done for clicks and views. Like I really am not informed, but I don't have to watch it, I think, to take the lesson out of it. To me, the lesson is what it's always been. Check for yourself, be sure. Look at it from a more well-rounded perspective. Shira's message is partially correct. Okay. I wonder which part you mean. Because I'm familiar with Shira. I've even watched a video too. I think she's funny. I think she's flat out funny. Like people who not call in, I'm sorry, people who write in and ask for advice, like she'll be like, if you're the dummy who did whatever, then that's on you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, wait, what? This is a supporter, isn't it? This is someone that subscribed. Yeah, she's funny to me. Uh, Here's my thought on 50-50. I ain't never seen it. I haven't. And that's not to say that I've had provider men. I've been there. I've been paying 50% of the bills, for example. But when it came to raising my daughter, that wasn't 50-50. When it came to the household chores, that wasn't 50-50. Planning holidays and all, it was not 50-50. The only time I really got to see some of that 50-50 action was when, the mortgage, the bills, and all of that was due. So I agree, 50-50 is rough. I don't think it's very accurate. Let's see, worked in foster care for 24 years and have seen too much harm against children. Yeah, I can't do it either. I've been in education 20 some odd years and I've seen some stuff. But yeah, I really think that's what the 4B movement, you see how I got away from that because I can't even think about some of the things I've seen without being just about moved to tears. So forgive me as I skirt around that and get back to the whole 4B movement and all of that. I think it's in response to men not carrying the load a lot of times. Oh, I just looked out and saw this 35 degrees. No wonder my heater keeps kicking on. Okay, protect me when I ain't got enough sense to keep myself protected. But yeah, I think that's direct response to women being a little bit of mentally exhausted. And I'll be honest, it didn't really occur to me that, hey, well, let me not say that. It occurred to me that I was doing too much, but it didn't occur to me that this isn't the way things go. Like yeah, it kind of made sense that, yeah, women, we're just better at child rearing. Yeah, we're just, and I grew up in the church. I grew up with a family, a strong mother. For the large part, my dad was, my mother and my father were very interesting people. They were high school sweethearts. They got married, had a child together. They divorced. He had a child. She had kids. Then they came back together, remarried. Like, why would you? I guess it could work out, but I don't. Then you go marry the same person you divorced. You divorced that person for a reason, didn't you? but remarried and then had me. So I guess I need to be grateful that I'm here, because had they just stayed divorced, y'all wouldn't have crazy me around. But I think that's what all that stuff is in response to. And I cannot say that they're wrong about the division of 50-50. Can't say that at all. I think going back, if I could talk to my younger self, I'd be like, now, girl, okay, he don't make enough money to afford y'all the life that you want, and you still love him. Okay, okay, cool. You love him. You want to stay. Okay, 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 cool. Y'all can go ahead and stay together, but you're going to have to get your 50 reduced by 50. It should be more like paying 25% to his 75% if you're still going to do the cooking and the household maintenance and all of that stuff. Again, I don't know, because what I didn't want was, I didn't want my little piece of a lifestyle to be diminished, and I still kind of wanted to hold on to the man I loved. I mean, so yeah, I would talk to her and say that. Now, if I had a real conversation, especially given the fact that we went ahead and got divorced, it would probably be more like, girl, go on and get you a man that make more. That's what you can do. You forget about 50-50 altogether. Yes, you can do that. So I don't know that Shera got it all wrong. I will not say that. So, but I will say that I think it's important that you have those conversations up front and let them know up front. Like, don't get with a person, act like, you're all about teamwork makes the dream work, and 50-50, and surprise, I ain't working no more. You're going to be 100%. That's not right. I've heard of people doing that, and that ain't right at all. So that's my feeling on that. You didn't ask me all that, did you? But y'all started talking, and y'all's chats ain't coming up fast enough, so I'll just keep right on talking. It says, well, let me thank your mom and dad because I'm so thankful I've come across your channel. Well, thank you very much. And I appreciate that. Yeah. I thank my mom and dad too. I'm glad to be here. It wouldn't be me because I'm not one for spinning the block. I really do leave for a reason. But I say that because I've given time and chances. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a very communicative person. So when I have something on my mind, like, hey, homie, this right here, you may have left. I kind of need you to go right. I'm that person who's going to tell you very quick. I also disagree with women who say, he should know better. He should just know. And there are certain things he should know better. Don't cheat and things like that. But as far as he should know better, don't come in here with, fake flowers. I like live flowers. He should know. Don't do that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I think men need a little more guidance, and they need to be told. Men don't sit around thinking about women and what it is that women want as much as women, I believe, think about, ways to make a man happy. I think a huge part of that is societal. Am I that woman who spends a lot of time on that? No, no, I'm not. But, generally speaking, I think I'm more so the exception, not the rule. But I will say that when I'm in a relationship, I'm in it. I'm looking for ways to make a person happy. By the same token, I'm also sharing ways that he can make me happy. This street right here, this two-way. Yeah, but this two-way. And if it ain't two-way, there's an exit right there, and it's got my name on it. I'm going to go ahead and take this and wish you be well. So that's why I don't spin the block. I've already had those conversations, and I've been very clear on what I need in terms of reciprocity. Oh, that's funny. Yep. No sooner said than it popped right up. That is very true. If it's not reciprocal, it's just not for me. So I don't know. Dating in the 50s, that's kind of what got it all started, right? It's oh, his hair gonna be to death of me. It's interesting for sure. And see, when I have this curling up and bothering me that much, I want to cut some more. I was so tempted to just take it all the way down to a pixie, or ooh, I look at women who have their hair just basically cut all down and they have it blonde. I've never been that low. I've been maybe like an inch or so, but I always need like some swirls or something happening around my face. Otherwise, I don't know, it looks stark to me. You notice I don't have the smallest face, so I need a little something, a little razzle dazzle around front to help it out. Who been drinking my wine? This wine is almost gone. Never mind.
Don't answer that. Oh, I got Dale Young in the house. Please don't. Dale gonna set me straight. Don't answer that, Dale. Never mind. Oh, I got nervous. As soon as I saw your name, I said, oh, she's answering already. Since you're such a wonderful person at 50-50. Well, I'm really blessed because my husband has always enjoyed taking care of our family. I love that. I know how blessed I am. You are, in fact, blessed. But honestly speaking, there are a lot of men who are willing to do that. It's just a matter of waiting and being patient for that man who will do that if that's what you want. Oh, thank you so much. I feel emotionally balanced. I've made some mistakes now. Sit down and start talking about some of these mistakes I made. I don't know if you still don't think I'm smart, girl, but I'll tell you right now, if you think I'm intelligent, thank you very much. My mother always said it's better to be thought a fool than open your mouth and reveal the truth. So maybe I need to a little bit. Let's see. If he's vested in the relationship, then he'll learn his woman. Yes, that is very true. He'll learn his woman well and will yield to make her happy. Absolutely, 100% true. That I do not disagree with that at all. I do know too, though, of cases where men have loved the woman and just been too selfish or just raised in such a way that they couldn't appreciate her until she was gone. And there are studies even that say something about men don't realize love or don't even feel the love until they've been stressed, which I think is very strange. Very strange. Haven't we all? Ooh, I'm gonna have to sit and tell some stories. I might have to feel this. I might have to let it overflow, and then I'll tell all the stories. But let's just say the 80s and 90s and all the stuff that people were doing. Oh, I had a front row seat. I'm blessed to say that I did not indulge in that. I mean, I did not use drugs internally, but I might have been around people who used them to better our lifestyle. I might have been I might have, yeah. One day we're gonna talk about that. Not today, and certainly not live. Ooh, mm-mm. I have to be sitting down, these Blu-ray glasses on, ready to edit. Oh no, Heifer, you're not. Mm-mm. You can't say that. Ooh, you thought you, girl, what was you thinking? We're gonna have to take some of that away. I want to drink a glass of wine with you, but when I drink, I fall asleep. You know what? Wine sometimes puts me to sleep, but it doesn't let me stay asleep. I don't know what that is. I fall asleep and it's just 8:09. Oh, okay. I want to keep up listening to one. I don't know that I got a whole lot to say. I might be running out of, oh my goodness, we've been out here 40 minutes already. Just to talking my head off. I have had the idea of getting on, I think it's Yardstream, because there are other YouTubers who don't live in my city. They're living life 50 plus. And I'm like, ooh, wouldn't it be fun to get on there? But I don't know. That whole YouTube. Okay, so let me tell you this too. I was planning to go to Chicago here recently, but my friend underwent some things in her family that caused her to have to cancel her trip. And I was going to stay with her in a very nice hotel. So, yeah, I was looking forward to it. In my email, someone said, hey, do you know? And I want to call her Tasha Simone or something like that. So I think it's a person who watches me and no, Bossy Tasha Simone is her name. They were like, do you know her? Or are you familiar with her? Not do I know her personally, but do I know her from her YouTube channel? And I hadn't. So of course I get nosy because I got time. I go and I look and I found out who she was, saw a video too of hers. I think the episode I saw, the episode, is that what you call them? The video I saw, she was going to Wild 'N Out or something in Chicago. She seems to be incredibly fun. Like she seems like a very lively person. But I feel like to her liveliness is my liveliness. Like I feel like I would probably mellow her out some. And I would not want to do that. I feel like when she gets on there and she's, rah rah having a good time, she's just a little more amped than I am. So, and not only that, but I want to say she had like maybe 15, 16,000 subscribers or something like that. I don't think that's how YouTube works. I think me with my little subscriber count and her with a much bigger one. Yes, there are people who have even bigger still than her, but I think
like tends to hang with like. I don't know. So that would have been fun. I think I would have had a good enough time going. I would have had a good time. You know what I mean? Because like she's a blast. She's a hoot. But I don't know that she would have had a good enough time with me because I got the feeling that I'm much more mellow than she is. So yeah, that was the suggestion. But anyway, as it ended up, I couldn't go to Chicago anyway. But I still now I want to go. But I also want to stay in that hotel that I can't afford by myself. So I don't know when I'm going to Chicago. But if I go, I'm going to stay in a much more moderate hotel, I'm sure. My channel. Oh, thank you. I hope so. I hope that if and as it grows, I'm actually offering something to people. Not saying that anyone else isn't at all. That's not what I mean. But I only want to do it if people feel like they're also getting something out of it. And I hope that I am providing that. So I think laughing it made me think of Dale Young and that doggone live again. But I think laughing about life, sharing lessons in life, which is why I say sometimes I'm going to sit down and just talk more about some of the things that I've done. Because when I look at my analytics, I don't just have women who are 50 plus. I actually do have an audience of younger women. And if I can teach them some of the mistakes that I've made and help them avoid them, oh, baby, I'm here for that. Oh, yes. I do offer something unique. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, am I encouraging? I hope so. I hope I am because I have seen people who get on there and it's not so encouraging. And I mean, we should be granted warnings. Like if you know, like what I just said, if I can teach someone a lesson through my mistakes, yeah, I want to do that. But there's a difference to me between helping someone, teaching them a lesson, and just coming on negative, nasty, rants all the time. Have I gone on a rant? I'm sure I have. I just can't think of it right now. I can't. Oh, yeah. There was this one time I forgot. I was outside of a Petco, and a lady was real nasty about me filming her, and I wasn't even filming her. I think I went on a rant about that. Let me not go down my rant lane because I've probably gone on a couple more than just a couple. I'm a critical thinker. You think so? Okay, maybe. I don't know. I see stuff. And one of my coworkers is always talking about how observant I am. I see stuff. And even like I was talking about in the 80s and 90s, people were getting trapped into stuff. I was like, oh, you ain't got to tell me twice. That's a whole, okay, I don't want to go down that. I'm good. Let me go around that and still enjoy life. So I've seen a lot. I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot of friends even, given some away. Some people that saying about people being there for a season, that's really accurate. In the moment, it hurts like heck. But as life goes on, it's like, man, I'm glad. I'm glad I figured that out in time. I'm glad I saw that and moved around it. So yeah, I don't know. I guess. But what's funny is I think I talked about this a little bit before in terms of people who have a bit of a Southern accent being perceived as less intelligent. I promise you the best lessons I've learned in life, the most introspective things I've ever heard in life have come from uneducated people with a Southern drawl. And that's not to say that, people from the North aren't intelligent, but man, that's a weird assumption that people have about accents and things like that. So yeah, definitely some of the most introspective, critically thought through things have come from those with the Southern drawl. It says, oh my gosh, you're definitely encouraging and smart. It's sad, yeah. Our friend circles do. But you know what? They get smaller, but man, they get deeper. You know what I mean? Like when you look and you're like, girl, you was with me back when, back during some stuff we can't talk about. And you still don't talk about it. You just kind of dap each other up like, girl, we made it. I don't know how it happened, but we made it through this, that, and the third. So yeah, those friendships, the circles get smaller, but they definitely get so much deeper. And then you have a stillness about you as you get older and you've learned some stuff and you can look and come here, little girl, let me pull your coat up. Oh, you want to listen? Oh, okay. Okay, then. Life will tell you better than I can. And you kind of sit back and you start feeling like your auntie. I swear I want to get me a mug and put something brown in it. I drink brown liquor, by the way. Wine ain't the only thing I drink. Oh, look at my glass. See? There's all that lotion that I've got on there that's got it looking murky. But oh, for sure. Like they say, still waters run deep. Yeah, still friendships. We're going to say that too. Still friendships run deep. You get to a point where you don't even have to talk. You just look. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, girl. Mm. And you've already said probably pages of things. You've already understood. You get back later, call each other on the phone and be like, girl, did you see what that heifer said? Oh, I knew you saw that. Yeah. Me and my friends do that. So, honestly, even as my daughter has gotten older now, because we haven't always been friends, my daughter and I do some of that too. So it's really weird. Even going back to then, speaking of my daughter, that's funny. I talked her right up. Hold on for just a second. Hey, babes. I am actually on YouTube Live, and I literally just talked about you in the phone rang. Yeah. Okay, we'll do. Love you. Bye bye. All right, she's just coming in from dinner with her dad. I'm sure she's going to have some stuff to tell. I'm sure she is, but yeah, it's funny. I was just in a mother role when she was younger, and now she's probably my very, very best friend. I hope I'm not hers. As weird as that sounds, we raise our kids in such a way that we hope that they don't need us, but I'm still always here for her if she ever does need us. You know what I mean? Like we raise them to be independent. I don't know if that made sense. I hope it came out right. I'll find out later. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. You talk about me being a critical thinker. I am a criticizer of myself. Yeah, I'm that person. I'll go back and look at videos and think, girl, or even in editing, y'all don't even see it. We taking that right out. What were you thinking? My mother used to say all the time, Lord, help her, Lord. That was the whole prayer. If you wait no more, that was the whole prayer. She just look at me, shake her head. Lord, help her, Lord. So that was about my way of knowing, oh, I messed up again. I did something I hadn't ought to. Okay. That's how that goes. But here we've been on here for like 15 minutes. It's going on 10. What is she doing up so late? She knows she got to do some things tomorrow. She's trying to cook Thanksgiving dinner. That's so cute. That's so sweet of her. I don't want to. I'll help if anything is needed, but I have never been that person to want to cook a whole Thanksgiving. I'll ask the question, what you want me to bring? Oh, can we host it at your... My sister and I, we took turns on hosting Christmas brunch. So we would do that, but Thanksgiving, I don't know. It's something about Thanksgiving. Well, any dinner. Dinner just seems like more. Whereas brunch, like when I hosted brunch, we would make, some kind of egg dish, sometimes a quiche. We would also have chicken or fried chicken wings, actually fried chicken wings. We would have, potatoes and all kinds of things that really didn't require a lot. But when you start thinking about a dinner, it's like, golly, we would even have macaroni. Now that I think about it, it really wasn't a whole lot of difference because we called it a brunch. So we had a lot of dinner-ish foods along with breakfast. That might have been more work. We need to think that over. I don't know, but it seemed easier. And anytime somebody would ask me, what do I want to bring for Thanksgiving? It's like, let me tell you, what do you want me to bring among these three things? Because I'm not letting you name a plethora. No. I got my things I want to cook. I'll mess around and I'll do some mac and cheese for you. People love my seafood boil. I'll do that for you. And what else? I don't mind making a peach cobbler. Now, which of them do you want? Oh, you want me to bring all three? Then you didn't ask too many. I said, do you want this, or? You didn't hear the word or, did you? Yeah. Conjunction, junction. Remember that? Yeah, we hooking up things, but we're not putting them all together. That's how that worked. So, I don't know. Thanksgiving dinner is a lot. Bless her little heart. Anywho, I don't know. Anybody got any questions for me? I'm kind of late. I've been on here 54 minutes before I finally say, anybody got a question? I don't think that's how that works. But if not, I think I'm getting ready to wind down, take my last little swig or two of this, fall asleep, and if I wake back up, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably listen to my books. But that'll be about it. and that's getting warm and flat. I love a bubbly, a sweet and a bubbly. But yeah, I guess I am getting ready to get on off. Thank you so much for those of you who came. I feel like even though it's a small chat, it's a lot like a friendship. It really is. It's small, but it was meaningful. I hope I said something to make you smile and encourage you. That is the goal here for me, anyway. Glad to catch my life. I'm glad you caught it. Have a good night. I want you to have a good night as well. And again, thank you so much. Oh, I always forget this, but would you please hit the like button and all the things if you're not already done so, which I think you guys have. Hit the subscribe button as well. And also, if you know someone who might also like my content, go ahead and share it out. I would truly appreciate that. You're at a loss for words because you were surprised and happy to see me. Girl, fooling with me, your ears should have, you know how they say your ears should have fallen off as much as I've talked about you and that doggone line press. Let me stop. I'm not even going there. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? I'm getting ready to get off. I'm glad you made it. How are you doing tonight? I was just talking about a whole lot of nothing. Don't feel like you missed a whole lot. I was asking people if they're celebrating Thanksgiving and talking about me and how I celebrate it. I don't. And all those other things. But thank you for popping in. I sure appreciate it. If you have not had a chance to check out Lisa's YouTube channel, she's available for that too. If you have a YouTube channel, oh yes, I didn't even think to say that. Oh, where are my manners? Please look to see if those in the chat also have a YouTube channel, and then check out their channel as well. I am huge on support. I get nervous about saying it because I keep hearing that, oh, when you do that, the Google, YouTube people come down and, they're deleting channels, blessings. But I am very huge on support. I'm gonna tell you one more story, and then I promise I'm gonna let y'all go. But so I'm on YouTube. This was some months ago, maybe seasons ago. It was earlier this year, though, I can tell you that much. And I literally click upload on my channel to upload a certain video about, I don't know, I'm gonna just say couches because I have a couch in front of me, making that up completely. But I clicked on to do a video about couches. I get, wait a minute, let me read real quick. All is well with me. Thanks for asking. So sorry I'm late. That's okay. I hope all is well with you. It actually is. I'm doing good. What a lovely treat. Thank you. Me, I'm getting ready to go to bed, but I was intrigued by your channel. I subscribed so I can watch the entire live stream in the morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Rose. Okay, getting back to what I was saying. So I click upload on my video. What did I say? It was about couches, right? So I click upload. As soon as I come out of it, on my feed, I'm telling you that Google don't waste time. Out comes a woman. I hadn't heard of her before. And she literally had just uploaded maybe 4 minutes prior to me coming out and getting back on YouTube. She had literally just uploaded a video about the very same topic. Yeah, no, I can talk, right? Been on this live chit-chatting away. So I get on there and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm commenting. Just word vomiting is really what I'm doing. I'm commenting. Oh my goodness, I literally just uploaded a video about this, and I totally agree. Da 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 da. And after I thought about it for a while, and not just even thought about it, I probably would say after another hour or so had gone by, because I watched that video of hers. I'm one of those people when I catch on to somebody, baby, I'm binging you out. And so I watched that video, another video. And after a while, I got up, I went and I cooked, I came back, and I thought, she hasn't responded. That's okay, not a problem. Oh, I thought of something else I wanted to say. So I go back in and I'm getting ready to comment on the very first video that I saw. And I look and I realize, wait a minute, she has responded to everybody but me. That's odd. And no sooner than I said that, my daughter called. I'm telling you, my daughter got some time. She might have a camera in here. I don't know. That's how she know when I can babysit all the time, is it? But anyway, so my daughter called and she was like, what are you doing? You sound odd or puzzled. And I said, I was just looking and I realized this lady hasn't commented. So she hasn't commented on my video, but she's commented on everyone else's. My daughter was like, "Did you say something offensive?" I was like, "Oh my goodness, I hope not, because that's not why I'm here on earth, to offend people." And so she said, "Well, what's her name and all that stuff?" My daughter goes on there. She was like, "I don't see your comment." Child, she had blocked me. She had blocked me. And then when I thought about it, I was like, "Why would she?" Oh, because I said I just did a video. She probably thought I was trying to promote myself. I got all this lights in my eyes. So she probably thought I was trying to promote myself and I wasn't being sincere. So me, I can't leave it alone. Like, I just can't have you out in the world thinking I offended you or I was trying to use you. So I gave my little happy tail on my email. And I sent her an email. It's probably way too wordy. And I was apologizing. I'm sorry. That was not my intent. I hope you didn't take it that way. Blah, blah, Skippy. She emails me back, says she accepts, no big deal, no harm, no foul. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm still thinking I found somebody new to watch. I go watch some more of her videos. I comment on some more of her videos. Because one thing about me, baby, I'm going to hit that like, I'm going to hit that subscribe, I'm going to do all the things. You got commercials running. What do? When a commercial is running, I scroll down. Excuse me. Oh, my voice is still fading in and out every once in a while. But anyway, I scroll down, while commercials are running, I'm letting the commercials play. And I'm looking in the comments to see, is there someone I agree with? Oh, did someone say, oh, they haven't expressed that view? Let me go ahead and do it. All of that during the commercials. And so I realized, I told my daughter, can you check that? This is like a day or two later. Can you check that one YouTube channel again and see if I'm still blocked or something? The thing is, here's the gag. In her email, she had said she had unblocked me. It wasn't a big deal. She totally understood. Not only that, but I went back in, I edited my comment and took out the part about me having uploaded a video about that as well. So I'm like, okay, everything's good in the hood. We getting along. We vibing. It was a misunderstanding. Girl, she still had me blocked. So the lesson for me is that everybody ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? I'm like Saraya. She said, I want everybody, I'm rooting for everybody black. I'm rooting for everybody. Like, I promise you, my mindset is Google got checks for everyone. So why did I say all of that? I said all of that just to say, baby, if you got a channel, if you got a YouTube channel, look for the play button or something. Click that while you're in the chats, because although we may not have a lot of people now, maybe later another 100 or two people will watch my lives. My lives don't do as well, but that's okay. I still have fun with it. And I got to have fun in life too. All right, let's see. Getting ready to go to bed. I read that one. Oh my, yeah, that was crazy. Let's see. What do you do? Am I doing Vlogmas? And have you ever done? I tried to do Vlogmas. I couldn't hang. That ain't for no 9 to 5, girl. I could not. I want to do it so bad. I've been thinking of ideas and listing some stuff. I probably would have to start filming Vlogmas now, just to still get behind. It is not for the faint of heart. But yeah, I like the idea of it. I really do. And I enjoy other people's, listen, this is how trifling I am. I enjoy Vlogmas. I can't do Vlogmas. But here's where the trifle comes in. You know how you go on Amazon, you look for stuff and you look at people's reviews? I'm always doing that. I will not buy something that doesn't have, and Shein, forget about it. If it doesn't have a ton of reviews, I ain't getting it. Ask me how many reviews I've left. As a matter of fact, don't ask me. Yeah, I'm not, yeah. So that's how trifling I'm that person. So I receive, but I don't give in that fashion. Okay, I don't see any play buttons. Y'all ain't promoting yourselves. Let them know about yourself now. Hit that YouTube. Is it in the emoji while I'm talking stuff? I swear I think there is. Oh, I can chat for myself in YouTube. And let me tell you, I was nervous about getting on live because the very first time I saw some, yeah, the play button is there. There we go. See, promote my doggone self as if they wouldn't know if I'm already here. Y'all better hit that play button. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pray on your heart that you do 12 days or something. Oh my goodness. Girl, you are too funny to me. I can't take you. I might try some weekends. That I should do. But here's the problem. This mouth of mine starts saying stuff that I know I gotta edit out. And so yeah, that's it'd be the editing that kills my dreams. Now if I was brave enough, like what's her name, Dodash, just pop on and say my thing. I don't think she edits at all anymore. Yeah, that would be something, but no, Dash ain't got the mouth like I got. No, that because sometimes some of that stuff people be saying, I want to say something right bad. I really do. All right, so we got a couple of YouTube play buttons, which means you've got a couple more options of people to watch. And with that, folks, I am going to say good night. Thanks again so much for coming in and spending time with me. I don't take it for granted. You all know that. And I hope you all have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I'm assuming I won't get back on live again, but I might. I don't know. If I don't, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. And if I do, I hope I see you then. Until then, take care.